Imagine stepping on a bathroom scale hoping to check your weight. You step on, and it reads 150 pounds. You step off and back on, and now it reads 145 pounds. A few more tries, and you get 153 pounds, then 148. This frustrating experience highlights the problem with unreliable measurements. Just like that bouncy bathroom scale, an unreliable assessment provides inconsistent results, making it difficult to trust the information we get. In education, unreliable assessments can lead to inaccurate judgments about student learning and misguided instructional decisions. Unreliable assessments are detrimental to the learning process. They create confusion for students, teachers, and parents. Just as you wouldn't trust a bouncy scale to track your weight loss progress, educators shouldn't base important decisions on unreliable assessment data. Reliability, in the context of educational assessment, refers to the consistency of an assessment tool. A reliable assessment will yield similar results over repeated administrations, assuming the student's knowledge and skills remain constant. Think of a reliable ruler. Every time you measure the same object, you expect to get the same measurement. Similarly, a reliable test should produce consistent scores for students with comparable levels of understanding. However, achieving reliability in assessments is not always straightforward. Various factors can introduce inconsistencies, such as variations in testing conditions, subjective scoring methods, or even the student's mood or anxiety level on a particular day. The goal is to minimize these sources of error and ensure that the assessment tool itself is a consistent measure of student learning. There are several types of reliability that educators should consider when designing and evaluating assessments. Test-retest reliability examines whether an assessment produces similar scores when administered to the same group of students on two different occasions. Inter-rater reliability focuses on the consistency of scoring between different raters or evaluators. If different teachers grade the same set of essays, for example, a high degree of inter-rater reliability indicates that their scoring criteria are consistent. Lastly, internal consistency reliability looks at the degree to which different items or parts of an assessment measure the same underlying construct. For instance, all the questions on a math test should assess the same mathematical concepts and skills. By considering these different facets of reliability, educators can ensure that their assessments are robust and trustworthy measures of student learning. Building a better ruler. Practical tips for increasing reliability. Fortunately, there are practical steps educators can take to enhance the reliability of their assessments. Writing clear and unambiguous questions is crucial. Ambiguous wording can lead to different interpretations and inconsistent responses. Employing specific rubrics with clear performance criteria can minimize subjectivity in scoring and improve inter-rater reliability. Training evaluators on how to apply the rubrics consistently is equally important. Pilot testing assessments with a representative group of students before large-scale administration allows for identifying and revising problematic items or unclear instructions. By incorporating these strategies, educators can create assessments that yield more reliable and meaningful data about student learning. Reliability versus validity, two sides of the same coin. While reliability is essential, it is only one piece of the puzzle. Another crucial concept in assessment is validity, which refers to whether an assessment actually measures what it is intended to measure. A reliable assessment may consistently measure something, but it's not necessarily measuring the intended learning outcome. For example, a test designed to assess students' reading comprehension skills might inadvertently measure their test-taking anxiety instead. Both reliability and validity are essential for creating trustworthy assessments that inform teaching and learning. Just as a reliable ruler is useless if it doesn't accurately measure length, a reliable assessment is of limited value if it doesn't genuinely assess the intended knowledge or skills. Therefore, educators must strive for both reliability and validity in their assessment practices. By prioritizing reliability and validity, educators can gather accurate and meaningful information about student learning, leading to more effective teaching strategies and improved educational outcomes. Reliable assessments are essential for building trust and ensuring that every student has the opportunity to succeed. Thank you for viewing. Have you ever used an assessment that seemed reliable but didn't really measure what your learners were supposed to know? Share your experience in the comments. What would you do differently to improve its validity or reliability? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember, at Digital Education Zone, we ensure your creativity and innovations are simplified.